built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 89 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Returning it, Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau.
Cousins pass.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, Love. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Love. Flush to his right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards the pick up there. So that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Smith with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Vikings.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins sliding out of the pocket, setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And inches.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
To Justin Jefferson.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashawn Gary charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception, Love. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cousins on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1st down, Love to pass. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Pickup of 13 yards. It's now 3rd down and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Packers 20, Vikings nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Complete to number 18.
Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Packers 20, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his 3rd touchdown so far. Number 13 now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. Love now. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Complete to
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packer.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Vikings 3-yard line.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Jones only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Vikings 14.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
At the 38.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Love looking to throw it. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
3-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, it's Jones.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here comes Johnson on the return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Throwing is Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Third and long for Cousins. Rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's move.
Cousins on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over.
Makes the score, Packers 54.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.